Good day, everyone. Time now for weather news today with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. And what we're looking at right here on this morning of Wednesday, the 28th of March, 2018. You guys have probably seen this picture floating around the internet. This strange looking cloud was seen in many states. I think it was a total of three, like California, Arizona, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe New Mexico. I could be wrong on New Mexico, but I believe it was New Mexico also. So when I saw this picture, everybody's got their own opinions and everybody's wondering, well, what in the world made this, right? Well, I did a little research, and in Arizona at CBS 5 in Phoenix, well, they are saying they know what it is. Now, some of the stations out in California, they had no comment. They weren't quite sure what it was. Maybe they do today. As of yesterday, they didn't have comments. But CBS 5 in Phoenix says that this cloud might look out of this world, but it has a real world explanation to it, and this is what they're saying. They're saying it's a noctilucent cloud, people, okay? And they're saying that it's formed because of ice crystals. Well, if it's a noctilucent cloud, they're forgetting something. They left something out that forms noctilucent clouds, okay? Most of the time, anyway, noctilucent clouds are a deep, deep blue. Think back, if you've ever done any research, you'll know this. But one of the main points they left out, if it's a noctilucent cloud, the ice crystals that form from noctilucent clouds, they form from dust particles from meteors. It's where there's a big, where you've had this would have been a big, I should say, as big as this cloud is. A big swath of meteors have left dust in the air in the area, and that's what the ice crystals form on. Well, they left that part out. I thought it was very interesting. We'll have to see what happens with this, but I thought it was very cool and wanted to share it with you. And if you have any kind of weather pictures or strange sky phenomena pictures and you'd like to share them with us here, please click show more below the video, scroll down, and you'll find an email address to send them to, and I will use them as my cover thumbnails. Thanks so much for that. And if it's your first time over and you enjoy keeping up with the weather, you like to know what's going on around you, please hover over the J7409 in the bottom right hand corner. It will kind of pop up, click it, subscribe, click the bell, and you'll get all the latest in weather news, information, forecast, alerts, you name it. Now, as we come over to the watches and warnings map from the National Weather Service bright and early this morning, we can see this big stretch of heavy rain. Yes, indeed. All of this is flash flood watches and warnings, and the red here in Texas around Austin and San Antonio, all of this is warnings. Warnings, warnings, warnings. Flash flood warnings. The green, the dark green, is a flash flood watch, and the lighter green in these areas here, like up in western Tennessee, eastern Arkansas, and northern Mississippi, and the Memphis area, the lighter greens that you see are flood warnings. So that's the biggest deal with the watches and warnings going on early this morning. I like to start off with the NAM model because it's pretty accurate, folks, and it gives you the forecast of what should be coming. It doesn't run long. It doesn't have a lot in it. We're going to turn it on right quick. This starts around 9 a.m. this morning, and we will turn it on and let it roll. And you can see those thunderstorms all the way going through, and it does look like some heavy ones over in the western Tennessee area as they move up into Kentucky. And of course, they are all the way down in Texas. moving across Louisiana and parts of Mississippi up in here. Up in Canada, you do have some snow falling along with some freezing rain, and out west, the snow is, you're not going to get big snowouts, as you can tell, okay? Just little sprinkles here and there coming down compared to what you have had, all right? Now we're up till 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Very heavy rain looking like in Louisiana and Mississippi, and still in parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. Texas, around Houston, you guys got heavy rain, thunderstorm activity probably going on as it marches on across. And once again, this NAM area covers where this dark gray is outlined for the forecast. We're up to 11 a.m. Thursday, the 29th. You can see how it's moving across. I did a video last night on Tangon 1. My best window to see it is Friday. And Friday, it looks like I'm going to have the rain at my house, so I probably won't get a chance to see it, or check to see if I can see it, but I'll still look and see what's going on. Maybe the rain will give me a break at that time. Now, moving on up in the areas here in Ohio, looking like mostly rain. I think you guys might have a little chance of snow in the northeastern section. Yeah, here it comes. I wouldn't worry about it. I think it's going to be mixed with rain for the most part. And I'm thinking hopefully your temperatures are going to stay above freezing, maybe around 40, 41. I could be wrong, but I think the snow you do receive up in this area right in here for northeastern Ohio will probably, if you get a half an inch, that will be good. Now, I could be wrong. That's just what I'm thinking now. And of course, it's stopped now. It only goes so far to 8 a.m. on Friday. And that's leaving some of this snow here in western New York, western New York. You guys probably won't receive that much either. Now, as we take a look at the watches and warnings, this is the latest one that has just come in at 4:51 Central Daylight Time today for Austin and the San Antonio, Texas area tornado warning. So that means one has been spotted on the ground somewhere. We're going to check it out. You guys in Tulsa, Oklahoma had one yesterday. Everything else is flash flood warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings, but let's go check out this tornado warning. Okay, this did come in at 4:51 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Just came in a couple of hours ago. It's just showed up on the internet anyway. And this is for southeastern Caldwell County in south central Texas. It lasts until 5:15. Well, that's past that now, but let's just see where it was. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Luling, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. The radar indicated rotation. It was a tornado. They were telling everyone, flying debris, mobile homes, you needed to get in your safe place. The location impacted areas included Brownsboro, McMahon, Delhi, Tillman, McNeil, and Taylorsville. And they were just telling everybody to be safe. So that's what's going on. It should be over now. I will check and see if there's any more information on this, but this is all we have now, and it should be out of date now. I'll check and see in just a few moments. Okay, I'm back over to a different site now for the National Weather Service. This block is still the tornado warning. It's moved up from the San Antonio area over into here, wherever you see that. And if you'll tell, it makes that hook. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't make this any bigger. There's a hook I always talk about. If you see these clouds have hooks to them, those cells get in there. That's where the rotation starts. So you folks up in this area of Texas, right in here, Austin's to the north, San Antonio's over here. This is around Interstate 10, just north of Interstate 10, up in this area, this tornado is still in progress, okay? It may be up in the air. I don't know if it's up in the air or on the ground, but in this area here, it's still going on right now at 6:16 a.m. and it will probably go for a while. So please, folks, be careful. Now, over on the GFS map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, before I even turn it on, you see right in here, from around 3664 north, 97 west, right in this area. You can see the severe area. You can see where the tornado warning is. And folks, this is going to continue from Texas right on up through Tennessee today. All of you guys have a chance of severe thunderstorms. And these thunderstorms could produce tornadoes. So please be aware of what's going on around you, okay? So we'll turn it on, we'll let it run, we'll check out exactly what is going on everywhere right now. Now, this heavy rain, of course, is possible from parts of the western Gulf Coast, and they're going to spread all the way to the Ohio Valley. Now, a front extending from the southern plains to the lower Great Lakes will be quasi-stationary. As I've said in previous forecasts, it's just kind of like hang around, stay kind of in the same area, move just a little, and it's going to be doing this through tomorrow night. Then a secondary front will reinforce the eastern boundary tomorrow. Now, showers and thunderstorms is going to be developing over parts of the southern plains into the lower Mississippi Valley through tomorrow morning. Now, tomorrow, the showers and thunderstorms will move into parts of southeast by tomorrow night. And in addition to all that, the moisture is going to be pooling along the front, aiding the development of rain along the front from the Tennessee Valley northeastward into northeast, with the rain moving off the northeast coast by later tomorrow and Friday, with the rain moving to the northeast coast later tomorrow and Friday, okay? Now, also on Wednesday afternoon, rain will begin to move into the northern mid-Atlantic, and the rain continues along the boundary from parts of the Tennessee Valley northeastward into the northern mid-Atlantic, okay? And like I said, it should be moving off tomorrow and Friday. Now, the upper level energy over the southern high plains will move northeastward to the Ohio Valley by tomorrow evening. And that energy will aid in pulling the rain into the middle Mississippi Valley by tonight. And it's going to expand into the Great Lakes by Thursday morning and into the northeast by Thursday night. Meanwhile, we got another front over the northern plains, and it's going to be moving southeastward to the middle Mississippi Valley and southern plains and eastward to the upper Great Lakes by early tomorrow morning. Now, the western and central portion of this boundary will begin to dissipate tomorrow as the boundary reinforces the lead boundary over the eastern third of the country. The front will aid in producing snow and rain, like I was talking about earlier, over parts of the northern plains, upper Mississippi Valley, and snow over parts of the northern Rockies by this morning. Now, the rain and snow will move into the upper Great Lakes by tonight, and it should dissipate sometime tomorrow, by tomorrow at some point, whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening. Right now it's up in the air. The snow will move to the central Rockies by tonight, and likewise it should dissipate by tomorrow morning. Now, a third front, yes, we have a third front, will move southward out of west central Canada Thursday, tomorrow, over the northern plains, and the front will aid in producing scattered snow over parts of the northern high plains tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. Additionally, flow, and an upper level energy, they will aid in producing coastal rain and higher elevation snow over parts of Washington state by tomorrow. So that's the way it's looking, folks. We got, You from Texas all the way up through Tennessee, parts of Kentucky, all the way up. You've got to be aware. You may have some flash flooding. You may have some longer duration flooding. You may not have any flooding, but it's looking like you probably will. And wherever one of these severe storms outbreaks occur, don't forget, you have a chance of a tornado popping up. It is spring, it is that time of the year. So everybody be safe. Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, everybody. You've seen the map. That's going to wrap it up for today. If I see anything out of the ordinary, I'll be sure and put it up for you. Thanks so much for watching, for sharing, liking, commenting. I love you guys so much. I love to chit chat with you when I have the chance to. I may not always answer your comments, but I always read them. And when I have the time, I try to answer as many as I can. Everybody stay safe. Much peace, love, and kindness to each of you. Have yourself a wonderful, blessed day.